5:30 Eastern. So the Wolves, we know they have Ant-Man, right? He's going to need some help. The Lakers have LeBron and Luka. What determines this series?
Well, listen, Minnesota's going to have to really up their game on both ends of the floor. Defensively, they're going to have to be better than solid. They're going to have to be elite. Luka has had his way with them. We all know what he did against them in the Western Conference Finals, and that was without LeBron James as a teammate. Now you've got LeBron James, and the way LeBron James has been playing, he's been playing for a few of these most like an MVP candidate, for crying out loud. So when you look at it from that standpoint, the Lakers are definitely formidable. We understand this, and Minnesota's going to have their work cut out for them. What I'm interested in seeing, Hannah, is this. Anthony Edwards, the Ant-Man, is a superstar in this game. There are moments where he has looked Jordan-esque. He's improved his three-point shooting. He can get to the hole at will, and he can elevate against anybody. And in a game of this magnitude, he's going to be required, or a series of this magnitude, he's going to be required to be a superstar. He can't just show up and be a star. He can't just show up and be a little bit better than average. In order for Minnesota to win this series, he is going to have to cement himself on an elevated level. We already know how terrific he is, but it's going to be called upon for him to give a little bit something more in order to knock off both Luka and LeBron. I don't think he can do it, but I think he can do enough to stretch this series to 6 or 7 games. I think he'll average over 30. I just don't know if anybody's going to help him offensively.
Yeah, like what about Julius Randle? Wouldn't that be nice if he would step up in the playoffs? Yes.
That would be nice. That would be nice. I believe in him, though, but it would be nice.
I know. Okay. So we're talking former Knicks. Let's talk about this guy before.
Oh, man, I look 23. What you talking about?
I know.
I look young though. I look young. I feel young too.
What I look like? I'm 57 coming out there with 2 grandkids.
Hey, both us come out there with no shirts on. It's Baltimore. You nervous? Don't be nervous. You weren't nervous when you was on camera.
When?
With Michelle.
Oh, there you go. Joe, you faced LeBron in the playoffs many times. Is there a difference between regular season LeBron and playoff LeBron?
Yeah, it is. It's definitely a difference. He definitely revs it up a notch, and you can always count in a series, he's going to explode. He's going to have one of them games. You know, I remember playing in Brooklyn, and when we played him, they won.
He dropped that 49 on y'all.
They won the first 2 games in Miami. We won game 3 in Brooklyn. And game 4, he really had 50. He missed the free throw at the end to get him 50.
Missed the free throw at the end. Was that the game that Paul Pierce said he wanted it?
I don't remember. I know now. Don't get me wrong. Paul take the challenge. Now he's a competitor. He was an ultimate competitor, and I'm sure he probably started off on him. He probably did, but it was. Hey, listen, it was never. It was just like we played great defense, and he make a tough shot. It was like, damn. Like you just realized how special he was, man. Like he had that one game that just kind of took us out of whack.
So. You look at them now. They got 3 guys that can handle the ball, can facilitate for everybody else, but they can also go get their shot. We know Luka. Luka has the 2nd highest scoring playoff. He averages 32 points a game. He increases. And that's what if you look at all the great players, look at their regular season and look at their postseason averages. It increases. Look at Jordan. Look at Kobe. Look at LeBron. Look at KD. Look at Steph. That's where you make your money. So LeBron understands he has a great situation. And, there's never been a series on his own team that LeBron was the 2nd best player.
Right.
First time.
Think about that. The guy that has 42,000 points, more playoff points than anybody in the history of the game. And on most nights, he's going to be the 2nd best player.
Most.
So who do you send to him?
It don't matter who you send to him. He's gonna find a way to manipulate the game to where he's very effective. Whether it be 13, 14 assists, 17, 18 rebounds, anywhere from 20 to 25 points. Like he's gonna dominate the game in every facet. So y'all, everybody got Luka as the best player on the Lakers right now.
He is, Joe.
Yeah,
I'm gonna tell y'all something. I think Bron gonna really take I think he's gonna take the initiative
his game to another
Yeah,
level?
man. I think he's still gonna be great. I think Luka's gonna be he's definitely gonna be great as well. But Bron gonna cause a lot of havoc, man. I think people are kind of just overlooking him because him and Luka
Right.
are teammates. But
Right.
I see him putting up some great performances this postseason.
Right.
But here's you know what I'm thinking? I think what Luka done. I'm not gonna be shocked now that LeBron plays 25 seasons.
Oh yeah.
Because guess what? He got somebody to handle the ball. He got somebody that can handle the scoring. If
Right.
he's off, he and AR, it's going to be. I can see LeBron maybe one more year had Luka not come, but I can see LeBron playing 2 or 3 more years.
Oh,
Joe.
definitely. Because he don't have, a huge load on him offensively to where he has to score 30 a night. See, now he can sit back and average 22, 24 points a night and, still be super effective, helping AR, helping Luka, just being that decoy just by being out there on the floor. Yeah.
And the funny thing about it, if Luka does have off nights, it won't happen often. LeBron can actually pick up the slack, and they still need a big. I'm gonna keep. I'm gonna keep
That's
saying
a wrap.
that.
They gonna have to be scrappy, Ocho. This postseason they gonna have to be scrappy.
They got what
And
they
they gonna
got.
have to play light size guys, so where they switching a lot and just causing havoc. That's how they gonna have to roll.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nah.
That's it. But they got guys that can make tough shots. AR is played unbelievable, averaging 25 and 4. Played great. We know what Luka, we know what LeBron are. The question is, what can we count on consistently? Can we count on Dory, Finney-Smith to give us somewhere 12 to 14? Gabe Vincent, can he hit 2 or 3 big-time threes? Vando, can he play great defense and gives us 6 to 8 points? Jackson Hayes, bro, hey, we need you to keep watch the glass.
Yeah.
Because we're not gonna run plays for you. Hey, you're gonna need to be a lob threat, and we need you. Hey, get it off the rim.
Yeah. I think those guys definitely understand their roles and they understand the timing of everything at this point and the opportunity that's ahead of them. So, if worst case, they won't have to see OKC into the Western Conference Finals. So I think they in pretty good shape. They control their own destiny. If they can come out and put up some
do what they're
supposed to, they'll be all right, especially take care of home.
Baylor has to replace their entire basketball team. Every single person that was on the roster from last season left the school. 9 of the 14 are in the portal. Joe, how we fix this? We see the kid from Tennessee. I'm a leaver. Because you should have known by the name. I'm a leaver. He did it. But, Joe, I mean, you see he's going to get 2.4. Now he wanted 4. I don't believe he's going to get that. It seems like UCLA, nobody's going to give him that because they're like, where you going to go? So now, Ocho, remember I told you, I sure hope he got a $4 million offer lined up because if whoever advised him, his dad, his agent, his cousin, whomever, they did him a disservice.
Yeah, they did. And obviously, for a minute, I thought normally, especially somebody like that, if you're as good as you think you are, but you snatched up the next day, it's not gonna problem. It got to a point where I thought the colleges were in cahoots. I thought they were in cahoots.
Too. But what can he bring? The operative word is can. I think that in this series, with Minnesota being the underdog, clearly being counted out by most of the basketball world because we saw what Luka did in the Western Conference Finals to the Minnesota Timberwolves last year, and that's when he was a Dallas Maverick, and now you got LeBron James as your teammate. As far as I'm concerned, everybody's counted Minnesota out. You see the kind of attitude Ant-Man plays with? I mean, and that's when he's a favorite. I mean, when you count this brother out, he elevates. And I believe that's what he is going to do in this series. Whatever we've seen from Anthony Davis in the past, I believe, Doggy, he is going to eclipse that in this series. Will it be enough to beat the Lakers? No. But I believe he's going to push this to likely a 6-game series, maybe even a 7-game series, because I believe that Ant-Man, who can be Jordan-esque at times, is going to show up and show out. Anthony Davis, y'all better get y'all popcorn ready. The Ant-Man is coming, and I think he's going to be sensational. That's why I'm interested in that series.
I will three-peat what these two said about Van Gundy. Remember, my old radio partner and I were shocked when Dave Checketts, when Riley left, brought in Don Nelson and did not promote Van Gundy as his head coach. What happens 40 games into the season? They fire Don Nelson, and
That's
what
right.
do? They bring in Jeff Van Gundy. So, and he was a great analyst. Let's not forget that too.
That's
he was
right.
great on TV. Not good, great, funny,
Right.
great. But I'm with Windy on the scenario with the series. I love the Clippers series too with Denver. The Clippers are only a slight underdog in this series. They're plus 120. Minnesota's plus 155. So that tells you that that's a dead even series. And I'm with Windy. I think they can win. Now listen, this is me, and I'm sure we're going to get to this later. I don't trust Harden. All right, Harden, I know he's had a great year, 39 points on Sunday. I never trust him.
Cứ luân phiên từng mũi một. Mình gỡ thêm một chút len để sử dụng nhé mọi người. Rồi móc tiếp vào. Mọi người cứ móc đủ 3 mũi lẻ thì lại móc một mũi đôi cho mình là được. Mình móc tiếp. Tiếp tục nha mọi người. Mũi nữa này. Cứ lần lượt từng mũi cho mình cho đến hết. Đấy mọi người. Cứ móc luân phiên vào là được. Mũi tiếp theo nữa này. Rồi mũi tiếp theo mình móc tiếp xuống. Cứ luân phiên cho mình cho đến hết. Tiếp nha mọi người. Rồi móc tiếp nha mọi người. Rồi mũi tiếp theo này.